Hi everyone, Mon here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to all the soul savants out there, old souls, those that feel like this could be their last life. But you don't necessarily have to think that this is your last life to be a soul savant. But you are taking this very seriously, the ascension process. So that's who I'm speaking to. Just a short video today. As you can see, I'm not at home. I'm away. So there's people all around and it's all sort of happening. So I'll do my best, okay? So today's topic is all about the new earth, and you would have heard about that online, star seeds, angelic beings, all of that. Okay. And I just want to share my take on New Earth. Okay. The New Earth. Now, I believe it's a layering, and I believe it's here. New Earth is here. It is for me personally, anyway, because I'm choosing to live my life the way I want to live it. All right. Yes, all of that's going on out there, and I'm very well aware of that. However, the reason I understand it as a layering and as a choice for us to make is throughout my lifetime, if I've ever set a boundary and had to finish a relationship because we're not energetically suited, or I've moved on, when you're on a growth spurt, you're always moving past people's growth, their growth, okay? So, that's something I've done all my life, is just keep moving on, moving on. And if I have to leave people behind me, well, then that's what I have had to do. So what I observed was once I had a strong, firm, resolution, about leaving a relationship behind, I noticed that I never seemed to see those people again. And, when you live in a small town, it becomes very obvious as well, because we've got our shopping centres, our beach, what have you. And, some people you could run into twice a week, maybe even more. But I noticed that when I'd moved on, I didn't see those people again because we were in different energies, right? So that's the layering. So you can choose, in my opinion, how you want to live your life, and you go about doing it within reason, of course. Criminal activity or what have you, no, but definitely discerning energies of others, and whether it serves you to have them in your life. We come and realize, okay, I need to move away from that person or what have you. Yeah, and it fascinates me that I don't see those people again. So the way I look at it is that I'm in a different dimension. Energetically, I'm in a different dimension. And with one person, the only time I really saw that person again was they came to a place that I frequented. So they'd stepped up into, it's a health place. Okay. So, they'd stepped up and stepped into my energy. So this is what I believe the new earth is. I don't think there's a new planet coming down out of the sky or anything like that. It's all got to do with layering, and it's got to do with the vibrational frequency of yourself, right? And also the choices that you take in your day-to-day life, right? So yes, all that's going on out there, and I share that I don't want to look at it. That's got nothing to do with how I want to live my life, right? If I started giving attention to all of what's going on out there, that I disagreed with, or it's harmful behavior or something like that, why do I want to look at it? Why do I want to give my attention, energy to something that isn't in alignment with how I see that I would like to live my life? So the new earth, it's here. It's here already. And to be on the new earth, right, I believe that we will be cohabitating with others that aren't interested in raising the frequency of their vibrational energy, right? So when you think of it like that, it's here now, and you get to choose. So I did a big drive yesterday, and I noticed that I did not see one police car over 6 hours driving, not one police car, because the frequency that I live in. And that takes work, meditation and focusing on higher frequency things, that we can then live on Earth, on the same Earth as others are living, but we're in like a different frequency dimension. All right, so have a little think about that. It's here. New Earth is here. And if you want to participate, you just are very, very strong about your ethics, basically, and the heart, right? We're heart-centered, right? So just a short video. I just want you to have a think about that, the new earth, and what your thoughts or takes on that are. I have not seen a description of what new earth is, but there's a lot of people talk about it, and that's the way that I see it from experience. Okay, so I remain high frequency, and in doing that, I avoid situations that are vibrating in a lower frequency, that have nothing to serve me, to join in with that energy, right? So it is exciting to think that just by choices that we have, that we can change our life and live in the new earth. And they won't see us and we won't see them, because even though we're all a brotherhood and a sisterhood of the one, okay, the collective, we'll be in different energies, right? Different energies. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. And if you've had any experiences, to prove this to your own self. I've proved it to myself, just by, having to let go of people in my life, and then you just don't see them anymore. In small town, which is quite uncanny. And before I did that, there was one person that I used to run into at the same time every year. This went on for years. The last time of the year, never saw them. Never saw them. So, that was really interesting. So keep at it, keep raising your frequency, and, don't whinge about that old earth. Don't talk about it. Don't give it any energy, because you can have a beautiful, beautiful life in the dimensions of the new earth. Even though it looks scary out there, there's so much darkness on planet. Yes, it's there. And it's not like you're avoiding it. We have compassion. When our frequency is raised, we have compassion. People are, a lot of the star seeds and angelic beings and what have you, that we identify with, soul savants, you can live the perfect life. It comes from your imagining, all right? So what we focus on expands. So why would I want to focus on something that really I didn't want any more of? And that's probably all of us. Okay, so having that mindset will create your space on New Earth. All right, and observe it. You'll observe it. You know, you miss something by a few minutes, something bad could have happened, and you miss it because you're in a different frequency. All right. Okay, everybody. I love you all, and thank you all so much for being here. If there's anything I can help you with, please email. All of that will be in the description box. So short video for this week, and I'll see you next week. Okay, that's right before Easter, and we hopefully will talk about rebirthing. All right. So thanks everyone. Take care and namaste. I see you. I see you. Bless you all.